For number 18, we're given that the two triangles are similar and we have to find EF. If you look at your picture, the triangles have parts, and these parts are these segments, IK and GF. Those segments are called medians because they start at one of the vertices and go down to the opposite side, and they cut that side into two equal parts. Notice the tick marks. So there's different ways that you can solve. First for x, because we need to find the length of EF, which has an x in it. So one way that I showed you guys is just to set up your equal ratios that come from using the letters in the similarity statement, and then adding that the medians are also similar as well, or I'm sorry, proportional as well. So first two letters, DE, that relates to the first two letters of the second triangle, which is JH. Then we've got the last two letters, EF, which relates to HI. Then we have the first and last letter, DF, which relates to JI. And then last but not least, the medians are also the same ratio, GF, which relates to IK. From here, if I look at my picture, I could cross out which proportion we're not going to need because we don't have side lengths for. For instance, DF has no side length, so let's get rid of DF. And then DE has no side length, so DE is gone. We're going to be using then this ratio and this ratio. So let's plug in our numbers. Let's see, EF, which is x plus 8, HI, which is 3x minus 2, and that's equal to GF, which is 9, and IK, which is 14. I'm going to put the two terms in parentheses. 9/14 can't be reduced, so I'm just going to cross multiply from here. So cross over and multiply 9 times 3x minus 2. Bring down your equal sign and cross over and multiply 14 times x plus 8. So we're going to be using distributive property on both sides. We're going to be distributing a 9 to both terms. 9 times 3x is 27x. 9 times negative 2 is negative 18. That's equal to 14 times x would be 14x. And 14 times 8 would be 112. From here, we isolate the x, so I'm going to move the x's to the left, so subtract 14x from both sides, inverse operations. So we've got 13x minus 18 on the left side, and that's equal to 112. Now that we isolated the x's on the left, we need to move the constants to the opposite. Always move what's not attached first. Add 18 to both sides. So 13x is equal to 130. One last step to isolate the x, divide by 13, so x is 10. So remember, they asked us to find EF. So EF would be this length here, which is x plus 8. So EF is equal to x plus 8. We already know what x is. We found it to be 10, so I could plug in 10 plus 8. So EF is equal to 18.